Hey everyone, so in this video we're going to break down everything you need to know about the new digital SAT. So the SAT becoming digital comes with changes in structure, question styles, and strategies for success. So let's start by diving in a little deeper into the new digital SAT format. So this shift from a traditional paper test to a fully digital platform brings some important changes that you need to be aware of. So first, you'll be taking the test on a computer, which means no more bubbling in answers with a pencil. The interface is designed to be user-friendly, but it's crucial that you practice using it beforehand so there are no surprises on test day. You'll be able to flag questions, skip around, and use a built-in calculator for certain sections. The test itself will be split into two main sections, reading and writing and math. And each of these sections will have two modules, and where things get a little bit interesting is that the SAT is now adaptive. So what does adaptive mean? So in both the reading and writing and math sections, your performance in the first module will determine the difficulty of the second module. Essentially, if you perform well in the first module, you'll be given a harder set of questions in the second module. This can help boost your final score, as answering harder questions correctly leads to a higher overall score. To move on to the more difficult second module in the reading and writing section, you'll need to get around 70% or more of the questions correct in the first module. For the math section, that number is closer to around 60%. This means accuracy is key from the start, so the better you perform in the first module, the more challenging and rewarding the second module becomes. This is where your preparation and focus really matters. Now let's talk about the reading and writing section with a little more detail. So in the reading and writing section, there will be a total of 54 questions divided across the two modules, and you'll have 64 minutes to complete these two modules. The questions are designed to test your skills in understanding, interpreting, and improving texts. Unlike the old SAT, where you had to deal with longer passages, in the digital format you'll be working with shorter passages. After each passage, there's only one question, making it crucial to quickly understand the main idea and context of what you're reading. You'll need to focus on four key areas. With information and ideas, you'll be tested on your ability to find, interpret, and evaluate information from various texts and infographics. Craft and structure will assess how well you understand high-utility academic words, evaluate text rhetorically, and make connections between multiple related texts. With expression of ideas, these questions will ask you to revise and improve passages, focusing on things like clarity, flow, and the effectiveness of arguments. And then lastly, standard English conventions will test you on your knowledge of grammar, sentence structure, and correct usage of punctuation. For the math section, you'll have 44 questions and 70 minutes to solve them. And you may use a calculator for the entirety of the math section, and this includes the Desmos graphing calculator, which is built into the testing software. And feel free to check out my video about using Desmos on the SAT, and it will also be linked at the end of this video. In the math section, you'll be tested on algebra, where you'll need to analyze, fluently solve, and create linear equations and inequalities, as well as solve systems of equations. You'll also be tested on advanced math, and this kind of involves more complex equations and is essential for higher level math courses, so you'll need to solve, interpret, and create a variety of equation types. And then with problem solving and data analysis, you'll apply quantitative reasoning, work with ratios, rates, and proportional relationships, and analyze data from tables and graphs. And then with geometry and trigonometry, this section focuses on perimeter, area, volume, angles, triangles, trigonometry, and circles. And with trigonometry, I would just focus on the more SOHCAHTOA trig side of things. It doesn't really get more advanced than that. Now when test day arrives, keep these tips in mind. So first, stay familiar with the digital platform. So practice tests online using Bluebook, which is what you'll actually use during the actual SAT to take the SAT, so it's a very one-to-one example of what you'll see on test day. So use that so you're used to the interface. Now the second tip I have is manage your time wisely. Timing can feel different on a digital test compared to a paper test, so always keep track of time. Now the third tip is use the tools provided on the screen, like the Desmos calculator and Scratchpad. And then the last one is just stay calm. Focus on reading and understanding each question carefully before selecting your answer. The SAT might be digital now, but the fundamentals haven't changed. With practice and preparation, you've got this. Now, as always, my email and my link for one-on-one tutoring is in the video description. And thank you so much for watching. And if you do have any questions, please feel free to email me or leave a comment, and I'll do my best to reply to those as quickly as possible.